Okay, so welcome to page 177. It will be Thursday by the time you do this. I'm doing this on Wednesday. It will be Thursday, May 7th, 2020. So the first word is an old spelling word, begin. What's the word? Fantastic. Begin. Okay, we all know begin means to start, to commence, to launch into, right? To lead, to set into motion, right? I'm going to begin the singing, all right? I'm going to lead the singing. Sometimes it can mean to motivate and also to break ground. No, you're not breaking the concrete. Breaking ground is meaning the beginning of a project, the start of something, okay? Begin. Let's go. Begin. Begin. First syllable, you got it. Second syllable, excellent. All right, how do we mark this up? Beautiful. Underline the E. Right. Rule 4. I'm trying to keep my word. Now, going back to the word begin, we are going to begin at the beginning. In the beginning of the story. Blah, 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 right? So, beginning means to start, to commence, It's at the inset, all right? Okay, the starting line, things like that. You can say at the beginning, all right? But it all has to do with start, commence, start, commence, launch, go into something, to set into motion. Also, again, it could be to motivate. Okay, I'm beginning to do this. I got inspired, right? That sort of thing. Okay, beginning. Let's go. Beginning. I'm emphasizing that third syllable for everybody. Let's go. Beginning. Beginning. How do we mark this up? Awesome. Underline the E and the You got it? Rule 4. But there's a lot going on here. Notice we divide the syllable by the double consonant. Nobody better spell this incorrectly. I'm going to shave your head bald. Okay. So, again, look at the word begin. We have 2 syllables. We have 1 vowel. We have 1 consonant, and we have the accent on the second syllable. Begin. All right? That's the 2-1-1-2 rule. That is rule 12. Okay? 2 syllables, 1 vowel, 1 consonant at the end. The accent is on the second syllable. Beginning. You double me. Now, when you're just starting out in something, you are called a beginner. Okay? A beginner is a newcomer, an apprentice, a novice, an amateur, a starter. All right? Think about training wheels on a bicycle, right? That's a beginner's bike. You can be a trainee. You're just starting out. A student or a pupil like you guys. All right? You could be the new kid on the block. You could be a recruit. That's what a beginner is. And they have different levels, right? Beginner, middle, and the expert, right? The expert level, the highest level. Beginner, let's go. Beginner. Beginner. Let's go. Beginner. Beginner. All right, how do we mark it? Let me loop this. How do we mark this up? Exactly. Underline the E and the You got it. Again, rule 4 and begin. Going back to the root word, the base word. 2 syllables, 1 vowel, 1 consonant at the end. The accent is on the second syllable. The 2-1-1-2 rule and rule 12. Okay? And I love what Leonardo da Vinci said about all great artists. So he said all great artists start out as scribblers. They begin as scribblers. And everybody at one point in their life is a beginner. They're a novice, and I think sometimes even on video games they have the novice levels, right? Like an amateur type of a thing. All right? So as we continue our journey, the next word is the word inflate. What's the word? Awesome. Think of somebody upstairs is knocking down on me if you could hear that. Think of a balloon. When you fill it with air, what happens to the balloon? It starts to expand. It starts to increase. Right? It starts to blow up. It gets filled. It gets puffed up. All right? Also think of a tire. The same idea. But inflate can also mean that you get a boost. You get something starts to raise up. Something escalates. Okay? To inflate. Okay? Sometimes people try to inflate the truth. They try to expand it and, kind of embellish it. Well, the fish was this big, and then it was this big, and then it was this big and this big. So it got so huge it gets exaggerated. Inflate. Let's go. Inflate. Inflate. First syllable. Excellent. Second syllable. Awesome. How do we mark this up? You got it. Underline the A and the silent E twice. Draw an arrow back. You know the rest. The opposite of inflate is deflate, like increase and decrease. Okay, to deflate means to flatten something out, to let out all the air, to puncture or to pop, right? You deflate that balloon, right? And then all of a sudden it's flat, it's out of air, okay? Deflate, let's go. Deflate, deflate. Okay, the lesson. Deflate. Okay, how do we mark it up? Yeah, how do we mark this up? Great, underline the E, the A, and the silent E twice. Draw an arrow back, you know the rest, and you got it. Fantastic. Rule 4. What do we do with these two words? Fantastic, fabulous, phenomenal. Brace. So, the next two words we're going to have for number 6, we're going to start for number 6 and number 7, is the word perform. What's the word? Wonderful. Perform, which is to entertain, to present, to act, to do, right? To take action, to carry out, to perform, right? So, for example, when Beethoven performed his symphonies for his audiences, they were moved emotionally. It stirred something deep inside their heart and their mind. When a circus performer entertains the crowd, people love to laugh, like a clown or something like that, or even the elephant. They laugh, they applaud, they cheer, okay? Perform, okay? Let's go. Perform, perform. Let's go. First syllable, second syllable. All right, so how do we mark this up? You got it, underline the and the or. Now, can we use the word per by itself? Yes, we can. Can we use the word form by itself? Okay, when we put it together, we get a brand new word with a whole new definition. Haven't done this for a long time. You got it. It is a compound word. Okay, compound word. Now, when you perform, it's called a performance, right? Like a show or a demonstration, a concert, a recital, a presentation. And I like the word display also for this, for a performance, because I often think of nature, like a peacock puts on a dazzling performance when it opens up and fans out its feathers to attract that female mate. Like saying, hey, come on over here, check this out, right? Same thing with a flamingo dance, right? They put on that dazzling display. The male wants to attract that female so much, right? To have that mate and to have little flamingos running around and then flying around, okay? So again, performance, getting back to that. It's a show, it's a demonstration, it's a display, a concert, a recital, a presentation. The performance of the musician had people applauding, encore, encore, performance. Let's go. Perform ants. Performance. We use k. Let's go. Perform ants. Performance. Okay, so we have 4 things to mark up. Let's go. Underline the the or, the C, and the silent E twice. Job number 3, but beautiful. Rule 2. Soft C, when followed by Y, I, or E. And what do we do with these 2 words? Brace. Excellent job. Okay, so let's go. Performance. Performance. Perform. Perform. And if you say it wrong, you'll spell it wrong. Make sure it's perform, not perform. Deflate. Deflate. Inflate. Inflate. Okay, let's go. Beginner. Beginner. Novice. Beginning. Beginning. Notice these 2, right? With the 2-1-1-2 rule, rule 12, we divide the syllable by the double consonant. You double me, all right, in those cases because the accent's on the second syllable. Begin. Begin. Continuing with our journey into vocabulary, the next word is the word permanent. What's the word? Fantastic. Mount Marvelous. Let's get rid of fantastic. Permanent. Let's go. Permanent. 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 We use a. So let's go. Permanent. Permanent. We have two things to mark up. Let's go. Underline the Think about it. Third sound. Okay? And permanent means forever. It's long lasting. It's constant. Very sophisticated word. It's eternal. Eternal. Right? Continuing. All right? Now, when you do something in a permanent way, you do it permanently. Think about this. Even this marker is a permanent marker. It can't be washed off. Permanently on the things that you've drawn. Okay? So let's go. Permanently. Permanently. Let's go. Permanently. Permanently. Okay, so how do we mark this up? You got it. Underline the third sound. And what do we do with these two words? Brace. Nice little smudge on that V, right? I think that this permanent marker is starting to get wasted. Okay. Also now, the next word is the word relief. What's the word? Yes, marvelous. Okay, the word relief. Think about a relief pitcher in baseball. All right? It's a replacement. It's a substitution. Okay? It's a proxy. Okay? But also there is another way to use the word relief, which is you feel that you get a feeling of relaxation. Think about a headache, right? If you take aspirin, it gives relief to that to that headache. There are lots of TV ads, right? If you have a burn, you put some sort of ointment on it, and it gives you a nice feeling of relief. Heartburn, that sort of thing. Music gives relief to my heart after a difficult day. All right? And so let's go. Relief. 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 For the E, we use the old switcheroo. Relief. Relief. All right, so how do we mark this up? Underline the E and the E. The E can say E at the end of a syllable. Yes. Rule 4. It was an old commercial for Alka-Seltzer. It's still around, these tablets that bubble up, sort of like drinking club soda or seltzer. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Okay, and again, baseball relief pitcher. So again, it could be, excuse me, we could use it more than one way. It is a homograph. So I expect to see two sentences that display the definition of what that your understanding of what that definition is. And it should be a dazzling display. So now, when you get relief, it starts to relieve you. Okay? To relieve you. Which again, it starts to replace that feeling that you had, right? It substitutes it. It stands in its place. Okay? So I'm going to relieve you of your duties and your responsibility. When your shift ends, somebody else might take over. When you relieve yourself, you get rid of something, like you go to the bathroom. Okay? So that's one. That's two meanings, right? Okay, get rid of, like you relieve yourself when you go to the bathroom. That's a second meaning. And again, relieve. Sitting in a hot bath will relieve the tension from your body. All right, so it will calm you. It will help you. It will assist you. It will aid you. One other way, I'm going to leave it alone. Getting back to the word relief is charity. Sometimes people are down on their luck and they have to ask for relief. They have to ask for some sort of financial help. Okay? But the word, getting back to this, is the word relieve. V silent E. Relieve. Relieve. Same switcheroo. Let's go. Relieve. Relieve. Don't forget to dot your I. We have 4 things to mark up. Let's go. Underline the E, the V, and the silent E twice. Job number 2. The E can say E at the end of a syllable. That is rule 4. And what do we do with these 2 words? Beautiful. So the last 2 words are going to be number 12. It's going to be the word approach. What's the word? Yes, approach, which is to go to advance, to move forward, but it can also mean to talk to somebody. Okay? I'm going to approach you about this. I'm going to try to talk to you about this. Okay? Approach. Let's go. Approach. Approach. Okay? We use the O like in boat. Approach. So let's go. First syllable, ap. Second syllable, approach, approach. All right, notice we divide the syllable by the double consonant. Remember that when you spell. Okay, good. So how do we mark this up? Underline the O and the ch. Now just put it in the past and say approached. You don't have to pull it apart. Approached. Oops. Okay, I don't want you to mark it up. What do we do with these two words? Brace. So let's go. Approached. Approach. Approach. Excuse me. Relieve. Relieve. Relief. Relief. Permanently. Permanently. Permanent. Permanent. And again, technically, approach is a homograph. Okay, because you can say to go to talk to advance, to move forward. That to talk to is really still moving forward, so not exactly a homograph. So my error. Okay.